It was the last toxic seller that was successful. So you must have that price. It's called keeping your charts up to date. So how many people had that price on their charts as a possible toxic seller, commercial seller? One person. So there's one oil trader today. Okay. So based on that oil trader coming in from that price there, we can recognize that this may, and I say may be, a relative value short sell area. Got to be careful around here. So in terms of the context, we can see that that commercial seller actually has more value this time round than they had the last time. You can measure it. You can, well, the last time they sold it here, they had $2.75. The present moment, they've got $2.20. So they've got 50 cents less than they had the last time. 50 cents less. So that's good news for them, right? So they should be more interested in this. Now, what would stop them being more interested in this? Short-term value. So here comes context. We can all see that this is a big short from 79.50. As we zoom into the charts, we can see that that short-term context is very bullish, right? Anybody can recognize now that we should be long oil off of this low price at 78s. Context is king. Context becomes the storyline that we can lean against going forward. So the short-term context is bullish. The long-term context that then brings in these longer-term short sellers is bearish. So if we can put those two contexts together, magical things happen. So what I'm excited about, just simply based on today's current time frame of analysis, is I'm actually quite excited about today's NYMEX oil cash close, because if it then goes red with that bearish context at this price or this price area, that could be a very, very, very strong short sell. But we need to put some short-term oil context back on this. At the moment, it's doing fair. Fair, meaning that if it makes a higher high, this price should be making a higher high. That short-term context is fair. It's realistic, it's accurate, it's reasonable. So we have to acknowledge that short-term, realistic, reasonable pricing and just acknowledge that it's there and simply don't step in front of it. But if it lines up, we smash it for a sell. But I'm surprised that only one person on oil knows that that price existed. And that means that your charts aren't up to date. And if you don't know where your supply and demand guys are located, how are you supposed to make any trading decisions today, guys? I don't understand that. So what are we waiting for? We want to see some booksellers coming in on oil. We want to see the deltas reversing, because at the moment everybody's short oil. Everybody and their granny short oil, so that's going to make it almost impossible to be short oil just now. So it's very, very difficult to get that short sell working. And therefore, it's just holding up here. It's just holding. The short-term value is bullish. Everybody's short, which is bullish. And therefore, it's very difficult to get that short sell working for me just now. So for me, it's about getting some shorts, getting some shorts on, and then just simply getting a quick stop at break even and just waiting to see if we can get into a situation that is more favorable when buyers show up, perhaps into the cash close. Why would buyers show up into the cash close? Any thoughts, Reeve, since you're the only one on oil? Why would buyers show up into the cash close? Think about it, guys. Think about positioning. Buyers would show up into the cash close because everybody's currently short. So if everybody's currently short, and most of those people who are currently short are speculators, what are they going to have to do into a cash close? They're going to have to buy back their speculative short positions, right? So that's the basic idea of the trade. Let me just show you what I mean by this in terms of short. Take a look at the oil chart at the moment, guys, and see what you think for yourself. What do you think? Well, you can see I'm short at the moment on oil. That's not that difficult to recognize. Very, very easy to recognize the short sell into that Baltic. But you can see why I'm not selling it aggressively, because look, everybody sold it aggressively. Everybody sold it aggressively. And if everybody sold this aggressively, of course, all those shorts build up a lot of long positions. And if all those shorts build up a lot of long positions, there's going to be a lot of, one would imagine, a lot of buying at the cash close. And if there's going to be a lot of buying at the cash close and the macro is bearish, should I not be able to use that buying into the cash close to get short my oil positions? The answer is yes, yes, and then a little bit of yes, followed by another yes, of course. So at the moment, that's what I'm thinking. It doesn't mean I can't buy it just now or sell it just now. It just means I have a view of the marketplace that seems to be correct. And the sale is coming off that big level that we've just talked about. And we're in a short position anyway. We're making a few more $100 on the trade. And it's not that difficult to recognize how our performance has been today. Here it is here. You can see it for yourself. 14,770 of realized profits, 15,140 with that open oil position, the only position we have just now, for $390 on that short sell on oil. So it's been an easy day today. Very, very straightforward. Nice pop on the data release, of course. That's where we made our money. And we're just playing pretty easy stuff so far, but careful. Making sure that when you deal, you're dealing at the right price for the right reasons. Just stacking up all the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle in one place. But please, guys, don't forget about those long-term charts. If you haven't looked at the last few days to find these commercial key levels, you shouldn't even be trading today because you haven't done the necessary work to be prepared to be successful. I know that this is a commercial sell area. I know that this is a commercial sell area. So when those buyers come in and jam up here, I'm aware of that sellable opportunity into this area. The disappointing thing was so was everybody else. And because of everybody else was so bearish, it's caused me a few problems. It's meant the price is going to struggle to break. Pity. They've ruined a good trade. But it is what it is. Got to deal with it.